mind control thing really exists among Hollywood. Okay? So the outer layer dispense senses of victims being electroshocked, hung from a tree, being caged, raped, sometimes with animals, caged, buried alive, and more. From this outside layer, arrows point towards the second layer, which contains zodiac signs. According to F. Springmeyer, zodiac signs are used as a code to assign and file body programs. The center layer surrounding the victim contains words such as hell, devil, blood, and kill, okay, which are shock words used to further traumatize the victim. Now, there's another one called Golden Kabbalah. It uses the same basic layout as the previous image, but replaces scenes of trauma with occult symbols and the central figure with the Kabbalistic tree of life. So this actually explains and makes sense why you always see artists throwing up these occult symbolisms, because in mind control, manipulation, dissociation, they either program the symbolisms or program in one of those compartments of the brain, one of those created rooms of personalities, or either they may not be under mind control. They just down with the agenda. They are part of this the Illuminati Freemasonry, or they just they haven't. Some of them haven't decided yet, but they throwing up that they're going to be initiated into it once they sign a contract or give forth some human blood sacrifice. Each one of the Tree of Life's colorful spheres named Sephiroths are used in monarch mind control as compartments to store alter personalities. The outer layer of the work contains the name of each of the 10 spheres of the Tree of Life with its associated Hebrew letters. So by overlapping the trauma dispense, and it happens with the occult aspects of Golden Kabbalah, we get a rather complete idea of the process of mind control. Welcome to your favorite celebrity, Control to Control You, Chronicles. Welcome back to the Pastor's Chronicles. This is part 7, and Celebrities Control to Control You. We're going to start these Chronicles off by touching on the personality Judy. Now let's look at Judy. Judy's painting. This author is a teenage girl who is anorexic. Most of her paintings place a heavy emphasis on the concept of duality. You must understand the concept of duality. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump from Judy and show you a lot of black and white checkerboards. And once I show you that and break that down to you, you will understand that Kim Noble was a part of Monarch Mind Control. And by understanding this, it will give a brief description of what is going on with these celebrities. Now, once you understand the control of the celebrities, it should trigger something in your mind that they are controlled. And if they're controlled, why? What they're trying to do to us. Now, I want you to look at Judy's pictures here. And then once you see Judy's pictures in the activity, and we're going to break down the activity in these pictures, I want you to look at the celebrities, what they're doing in their activities. Now, to understand the concept of duality, we're going to take it back to Masonic lodges. and look at these black and white checkerboard patterns, and we're going to go from there. So, duality symbolism is what we're looking at to understand the Kim Noble paintings and the mind control of the celebrities. You see, the Masonic checkerboards is one of the most important symbols to the elite in secret society, for it is used in ritual ceremonies. This is used because black and white is a symbol for duality, or the base of consciousness. Base consciousness is important because it is where all other states of the mind arise. Personality. I would like to think that checkerboards are also symbols for the celebrities being pawns. Duality patterns, such as checkerboards, stripes, or zebras, are also commonly used as triggers for the mind controlled slaves in order to reach certain altars. Let's look at some celebrities that's involved in this duality.
Chorus F4 to E3 F3 to E4 E4 to C3 E3 to C4 E4 to A3 B3 to A4.
While you're looking at these these artists who are either controlled, they are a part of the occult Freemasons, I want to add this. The Illuminati Freemasons use occult symbols on everything they own, which is basically everything. They own the entertainment industry and those who work in it. This is why you see these people wearing checkerboard clothes and throwing up symbols, because they are owned, or they undermine control, or they are part of the agenda. So they own the entertainment industry and those who work in it. The world's governments, most politicians are Freemasons. International companies, the United Nations, the Red Cross, World Health Organizations, International Monetary Funds, World Banks. The symbols for duality is black and white, usually represented by the Masonic Freemasons' checkered floor. It represents the duality of life, good versus evil, and is used for cross-dimensional travel and communication with devils. The rituals performed on the checkered floor involve sacrifice. So when you see MTV awards, all kind of awards, and the people come out, the floor is checkerboard, or they got on checkerboard clothing. Basically, there's a ritual going on. And whether it's in a video or whatever, there's a ritual, there's something going on in that scene. Because it's also the checkerboard is used for cross-dimensional travels and communication with devils. The rituals performed on these checkerboard floors involve sacrifices and the spilling of blood. Sacrifices open up certain doors called stargates, which are portals or dimensional doorways used by evil spirits to access our physical world from the spiritual one. Between dimensions, invoking the most powerful demons from spiritual realms, the rituals also include sacrifice to the gods and to fallen angels. Now, the black and white also represents altered personalities created through mind control programming. Red and blue is also an occult symbol for duality. The symbol for black mass is black and red. Again, I'm going to state that the symbols for black mass is black and red. And believe me, on a lot of things, a lot of celebrities wear black and red on their covers all over the place. But anyway, black represents darkness, evil, and red represents the spilling of blood sacrifice. These colors are used to identify monarch mind control slave. Let's turn our attention to Albert Pike. Albert Pike was a 33rd degree Freemason. And in his books, Morals and Dogma, he said, yes, Lucifer is God. And unfortunately, Adonai, which God of Christianity, that's what he's saying, is also God. Yes, Lucifer is God, and unfortunately, Adonai, the God of a Christian, is also God. So he's saying it's two gods. You got Lucifer as God and the God of the Christian. That's what he's saying. He said, for the internal law is that there is no light without shade, no beauty without ugliness, no white without black. For the absolute can only exist as two gods. He said, darkness being necessary to light, to serve as its foil as the pedestal is necessary to the statue and the brake to the locomotive. The doctrine of Satanism is a heresy. And the true and pure philosophic religion is the belief in Lucifer, the equal of Adonai, but Lucifer.
We prayed with no proof anyone could hear in our hearts. Oh.
Let's continue what Albert Pike said. God of light and God of good is struggling for humanity against Adonai, the God of darkness and evil. Yes, he said Lucifer is equal to God, and God is bad and Lucifer is good. He also said the Masonic religion should be, by all of us initiate of the high degrees, maintained in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. He also said on page 321, Lucifer, the light bearer, strange and mysterious name given to the spirit of darkness, Lucifer, the son of the morning, is it he who brings the light. Doubt it not. So if you look at him, if you look at all these photos, people, the black and white, this is what they're telling you. They're telling you who they serve. They serve Lucifer. They believe that Lucifer is the son of the morning that come to bring light. And also these checkerboards represents free Illuminati Freemasonry, and it's dealing with sacrifices, blood sacrifices, and rituals. When you see these things, some ritual or something may be taking place, or it's a sign that the people that's in it or wearing these checkerboards are under monarch programming. They are under control, and they have split personalities been done through going through the trauma to dissociate the brain so the handler can use certain parts of the brain. Why? Remember what we learned in part 6 of this Chronicles, how the painting from Kim Noble's altar named The Key revealed how the process is several layers that the victim goes through. Remember that the body, if you haven't seen it, go back to part 6. There was a body in the middle of a box, and there's layers and certain basically levels that the brain goes through trauma. And then after trauma, once it passes the trauma stage and it survives without the person dying, and that mind is broken, is shattered, and the personality is shattered into several compartments. And they also program certain occult symbolisms and stuff in there. So now they're able to control these individuals. So Masons and mystics use the checkerboard, the black and white, symbolizing duality, evil and good. Ancient mystics often use the checkerboard pattern in temples and mystery schools. Aside from representing the duality of our existence on Earth, they also use this symbol as a way to open up portals of energy, which is when you see like awards, when you see the black and white checkerboard, there are rituals. And what they're doing, they opening up portals of spiritual angels, fallen angels, giving power to them and gaining control over the crowd, the masses that's out there watching them. And so regardless of the things that they do and the signs that they throw up, the people in the audience is under the spell of Satan. This pattern would help create an environment more conducive to connect with knowledge in the higher realms, which is fallen angels. The checkerboard pattern also ties into numerology. The board is composed of 64 squares. Add 6 plus 4, you get 10. The number 10, which can also be reduced to 1 plus 0 equals 1, is symbolic of energy, power, leadership, and action. Also, 0 is a reminiscent of a circle, a center, a starting point, or a void. So there you have it, people. The black and white is a Freemason entity. And so when you see these artists, they are in this. They are locked in it. They are controlled. They are part of the Brotherhood or a part of the Freemasonry. These are rituals. These things are Satanists. It is demonic. Until the next time, may the Lord bless you, and check out part 8 of Celebrities Control to Control You.